on to the Big 12. Josh, I'll let you start with your Arizona State statement, official press statement.
Arizona statement.
I think Arizona State is a Big 12 title contender. Uh, in a way that people have dismissed them feels ridiculous. This is a program that has a good process. Kenny Dillingham is an incredible coach, and nobody wanted to talk about it until it was time for the Big Ten to try and steal him. Like, they lost Sam Levitt. They didn't have him half the season. And this is a program that managed to scrape together wins and stay ranked up until the last game of the season when they got beat by Arizona in a rivalry game. That was an upset, even though Arizona was still good. Like, they do things the right way over there. They lost their quarterback, right?
Yeah, I was going to
Who's
say, who's their
immediately like the
QB?
number one transfer portal target. They play a season with Jeff Sims, and they are one-dimensional and run all over Iowa State, get blown out by Houston, get blown out by Utah, but still approach the game in a consistent way. Even when the defense isn't statistically incredible, they're good at rushing the passer, they're good at turning the ball over, and they're good in the red zone. I'll take a team that's disciplined and does those three things. So I'm just saying, they lost Sam Levitt, and then they got Cutter Boley, who plays very similarly to Sam Levitt from Kentucky. We forgot about Kentucky in the SEC in the SEC preview.
Oh, no.
Damn, dog, sucks to suck.
Mark
But
Stoops.
um,
Oh, well, he's gone.
No,
I
it's
forgot
not
he's
Mark
gone.
Stoops.
Yeah, it's not Mark Stoops anymore. Yeah.
yeah, sorry.
We'll see.
But they found a type of quarterback that works, and they just got another year of experience on him. Like, this is a program that does things the right way, and when they won the Big 12 in 2024, it wasn't a mistake. They identified FCS talent and got it to the NFL in Camp Scadaboo. Like, they started a true freshman quarterback and won the conference. They then lost that quarterback and then just got an SEC starter that plays just like him. And then got two four-star quarterback recruits in back-to-back seasons. This is a smart fucking program, dude. I trust what they're doing.
I mean, yeah, Kenny Dillingham's probably... He's, what, a top 2 coach in the Big 12?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I mean, he's young. I think he's already won the fucking conference before. So yeah, I mean,
Miranda has. I mean, it hasn't gone as well since, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you can have success one time and it'll be like, wow, you put everything together and it was nice. They are still a team that can contend, and the conference isn't just Texas Tech and BYU at all. Like, come on.
Yeah, I agree. We'll see. I mean, the problem with the Big 12 is that it's so
It's
impossible
so
to predict.
Wide open, bro.
Yeah, like, it's the same problem as every year, which is like, okay, Texas Tech was fucking crazy good. BYU was also very good. Arizona State, competitive through a very rocky year. Next year, none of that matters. like you know what I mean? It's impossible.
Arizona State beat Texas Tech. They're the only team that did that in the conference last year.
That's my point. What do we do with that? How do I project this into the future?
Oklahoma State was the worst Power 4 team last year, and they're probably going to be at least decent this year. They're going to pick off a Big 12 contender at some point.
Yeah, I mean, they
Probably
finally.
Top quarterbacks and Drew Mestemaker.
Yeah, dude.
The top running backs and Caleb Hawkins.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Defense, but you score points to win the game.
Yeah, man.
We've got TCU on the topic list as well. TCU is going to be running a pro style offense. That's not right. That's like Wisconsin running the spread. It's something's wrong about that.
Well, my complaint with them for years has been they can't close games. They're always throwing the ball. Josh Hoover threw, I saw the stat.
Oh, insane. It was crazy last
So
season.
so many interceptions, so many interceptions in his time, and they got this Harvard quarterback,
Jaden Craig.
Jaden Craig. Thank you. 6,000 yards, 52 touchdowns, 12 interceptions in his career. And I get it, it's a guy taking a step up that was in a high passing volume offense. And now you're saying, all right, we want a guy that has had the ball in his hands a ton, but we're going to put him in a pro style system where we're not having him do that as often. I think that was a miscommunication, but I think they got a good player. You know what's so funny? We were talking about Harvard versus Yale as like a meeting of the minds with like rich boosters and whatever, and how the booster game is different, and that this is a totally different tier of conversation around the sport. Anyway, I was putting together clips from the Harvard Yale game, and this guy was slinging to put on TikTok. I'm like, damn, this guy can play, and now it's him. So, I mean, I feel like there are worse additions you could make, but I think that's the thing. In the Big 12, it seems that the meta is, can you get a guy that can run, and can you get a running back that has his same measurables? You'll see this be a common theme as we talk about the different Big 12 teams this season.
Yeah, I mean, their running back group's kind of young, right? I mean, who do they have? I'm just looking at this because last season they had. I mean, they didn't run. They threw it way too much, but they had Jeremy Payne. They bring him back, don't they?
Yep.
But the rest of their running back room are all freshmen. So I mean, if they're going to run this pro style offense, that's going to be quite the load on basically a junior, and then the rest of them are. Well, we'll see. They're freshmen. We don't know. Yeah.
Is this just one of those things where it's like they're a Texas school that needed a running back and they just got a guy in Dallas that was good, and that'll probably be fine to spell a really good player? Like, there are worse bets to make.
I mean, there's plenty of fucking talent. I mean, that's never been an issue. The problem is everyone's competing for it in Texas. So, yeah. But we'll see. The pro style thing is an interesting experiment. I'm obviously pro it in the fact that like, I think the spread has like totally run its course. Like at this point, you were throwing off defenses more by huddling. Like I straight up believe that. Like it has just gone so far.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, I mean it's the cycles of like personnel development too. Like you have the murder ball Nick Saban teams all had like 7 300-pound linebackers that would annihilate a run game. The spread kind of beats that, and then you change your defensive personnel to have a bunch of fast, rangy safeties who can cover the pass well and also pick off zone reads and stuff. And then once you've got all these little, small, fast linebackers and safeties, go back to the power run. It's all a cycle. We're going back to the pro style portion of college football, I believe.
Literally market efficiency. There's some
exactly.
There's some exploitation. Everyone does it, and then it no longer works. So yeah, I'm
one of
pro
my
the
favorite,
transition.
like stories. Free agency comes to the NFL pretty late. Contracts just worked a little differently. So like free agency, like frenzy as we know it, even pre-social media, wasn't as big of a thing as it was when it first started. Anyway, Bill Belichick was on the Browns, and he was like I can't get defensive linemen to the standard that I want them, and I need to have a defense that requires just maybe one less. Maybe I can work around and just find an edge rusher like meta. And he started leaning towards his like hybrid 3-4 defense. And like that was when that scheme started getting popularized, and then more and more teams started doing it. And then the Michigan defense is kind of like a holdover from that with the Jim Harbaugh, Jesse Minter era type thing. So it's just cool how like finding talent is always like dealing with the market's needs and whatever.
Moneyball. It's always Moneyball. There's always a fat guy who's coming up with a different way to figure out how to exploit it.
Salute to my forever defensive coordinator John Haycock, who brought the 3-3 stack to the Big 12. slow down those fast-paced Art Briles like spread schemes.
Gundy.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you found a way to get less defensive line required formations onto the field and have success in the Big 12 to the point where if like Baylor's running the 3-3 stack still, I'm like, I don't know how many teams will still be doing that because teams are just doing power run now. Like,
Yeah, it
like we'll
doesn't
talk
work
about
anymore.
BYU pretty soon. That's just what they're gonna do now. It seems the quarterback wears 47 for a reason.
Yeah, I mean, we're just going out there with Wildcat essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of Wildcat QBs, Texas Tech without Brendan Sorsby, how do we feel about them?
Well, uh, we had our Sorsby episode, and
Yeah, can
we
we? I
tried
don't
to
want to
take
talk
a
We
about
had
it.
like
break, and
5 of them.
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
I want to talk about what Texas Tech looks like without him, given that they definitely staked a lot of their future on having him.
Yeah.
what's crazy
I mean,
is you look at this team and you're like, damn, if they had a proven running quarterback, they'd be really good. They have 3 running backs that are awesome. They had his last name's Douglas. I think it's like not Quinn Douglas. I'm not gonna even guess. Uh, Douglas, who was injured right before the season. And everyone's like, "Oh, you're starting running backs out. Is that going to affect your running game?" No, because Cameron Dickey was there, and he was incredible in the run and pass game. Then they got Jacoby Williams, who was just like this all-purpose back, great in the return game. And now it's just all 3 guys are back. They're going to run the ball and make it really easy for Will Hammond. Their very highly recruited freshman quarterback who played a little bit last year was
looked good in his
when they
first
lost to
action,
Arizona
looked
State.
not good in his second action,
Happens to the best of us.
and then tore his ACL. Tough. Isn't I think he's not going to be available for the first few weeks. I think this Tulsa transfer is going to be their dude for at least the very beginning of the season, depending on how it works out.
And the first game is a snoozer, so it'll be fine for them overall. But if Hammond's able to come back and be promising, then I think they'll definitely switch to him once.
Fuck, man. They have a favorable
I don't even know
schedule.
if, well, depending on how well the Tulsa guy plays, it might not even be that big of a deal.
Dude, they have such a favorable schedule. Holy shit.
Yeah, it works
Abilene
out for
Christian,
them this year. Yeah.
Oregon State, Houston's ranked, I guess. Fucking, I didn't realize. Sam Houston. Yeah, I mean, they'll be okay.
Yeah, I think they'll be fine.
Actually,
I think
they're
this is
probably
a legitimately
better
good
off.
team, but their schedule, yeah.
They're better off not having Sorsby. I think because he's not some like guaranteed fucking star. If anything, you were about to overpay for someone like because you were, I have this theory that like this is in corporate America, this is in every organization, which is that they overvalue experience because it's like there's certainty in experience, so they'll always pay for it, you know. But I think I'd rather have quarterbacks who can actually play the position. Like who might actually be able to play the position instead of the guarantee of we're gonna have this running QB who can hit a deep ball.
Fair.
Like I think they might actually come out ahead on this.
I think this is more of a statement about their receiving core because a ton of their receivers left, and a lot of them got NFL looks, and all these guys were making like these tough catches in the Utah game that I remember them
Dude, that was a
strongly
crazy game.
for. But then I don't know if they replaced that well enough. They do have a first team All Big 12 tight end who's back. But I feel like if you had one position for a young quarterback to just get the ball to him, it would be Cameron Dickey at running back, Jacoby Williams at running back, and then your all-purpose tight end that's going to do the rest. Like, I think they'll be fine. Not to mention, the defense is going to be incredible again. They took Kansas State's best linebacker, Austin Romaine, and just put him next to Ben Roberts to replace their... God, what was his name?
Jacob Rodriguez.
Jacob
perhaps?
Rodriguez, yes. So, they'll be fine. The defense is going to be back. They had the defensive tackle room get emptied out. Both their edge rushers are gone, and they just stacked new ones in. It's fine. Like they're good at the premium positions, and they're just showing off at linebacker now. So again, this is a team that should be the favorite in the Big 12, even with their planned quarterback missing. I just think it's closer than people give it.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's uncertainty, but I mean the bones are all there that like you could go in with an inexperienced quarterback and be okay. Is basically what we're saying. So, we'll have to see.
This wasn't in the notes, but for Texas Tech, pop or flop. I say
Pop win the Big 12.
Pop is winning a playoff game. You're the Big 12 favorite, and they're loaded enough on their roster. I mean, they're probably not going to have any favors for them by the committee if they don't win the Big 12. But
I'll say Pop.
They need to win a playoff game, and not just score points.
Yeah, no, I'll say Pop. I think that they'll be good this season.
They should win the Big 12 and go to the playoff.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, all the Big 12, flip
Chaos
a coin type shit, but
yeah, no, I think they. I will say, well, this brings me to the next topic, basically, which was BYU and Utah. I was gonna say, I still feel like BYU could easily run it back.
if they beat Notre Dame, that will be one of the better wins in the non-conference in the Big 12.
I mean, I would say their biggest limitation was Bear Bachmeier last year. He's another year in. Like, let's see if he actually takes a step forward. But if he does, I feel like they could do it. They actually have a very consistent. I mean, we were talking about Arizona State. They have like a foundational program type reliability that I'm like, I could see them being in the Big 12 title game again.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the thing about to talk a little bit about your experience point from a minute ago, yeah, Bear Bachmeier is more experienced this year, and that might get overvalued, but also, like, he wasn't supposed to play last year.
No.
Like, that wasn't the plan, and that got settled, like, 3 weeks before the season started, so I am more interested to see his development than maybe other quarterbacks who played young last year.
Yeah, I mean, they dodged Texas Tech this year in the regular season. So that's huge. That, like, in terms of a tiebreaker situation, their hardest game is what, Notre Dame? That's non-con technically. I don't know. I definitely see there's a very good path here.
They're on the road at Utah, I know.
Yeah, but the fucking Utah lost their head coach. like
yeah.
Like, so
BYU lost their defensive coordinator to Michigan, correlated. But I think, like you said, the structure's in place, dude. I think they've had people transfer out before, like starters transfer out, and they've been able to bounce back just fine. I am concerned about their passing game, though. Not because of Bear Bachmeier necessarily. I think it's kind of funny how there's a quarterback that led his team to a conference title. Another guy that was thrown into a situation. His incredible stats on the ground and through the air, and nobody's like, "Oh my God, this guy's we're gonna overvalue him." Like you said, like experience gets overvalued all the time. But when it's Bear Bachmeier, nobody believes in my guy. He's 6'3", 298 pounds. Like, come on.
He's a fucking linebacker. I mean, they had a linebacker for a QB last year, but he got better at playing QB.
Yes. So
well, in theory, we'll see. I don't know if he will.
He doesn't have Chase Roberts. Parker Kingston had incredible sexual assault allegations, and he's been removed from the team. And now their next wide receiver up was I don't remember his last name's Hager, and he had very few receiving yards last year, and it wasn't just like a factor of like, oh, they were run first offense. This is a team that has some unproven pass catchers, so they'll have to figure that out, and I would love for the development of a guy to be so assured because the system they put him in last year was ready to go. So now if it's all going to be on Bear, there are questions. I just don't think a suddenly shrewd college football media saw those things coming and was like, I'm a little colder on Bear Bachmeier. They don't even fucking notice the guy. Sorry, they don't even freaking notice the guy, and I won't stand for it. Oh, also, their running back again. He's the guy I was thinking of. Bear Bachmeier and him are exact same height and weight. Like it truly is. It's the Ricky Williams, Ronnie Brown Wildcat, where both guys do the exact same stuff. And God, what was the running back's name?
Ronnie Brown.
He missed time last year.
Ronnie Brown
So.
was with Cadillac, bro. Come on.
Yeah.
Different Williams.
Really? That wasn't Ricky Williams?
I mean, unless we're talking about something in the NFL, which I have no idea
In the
about,
NFL.
But, okay.
I'm like,
Nah, Ronnie Brown and Cadillac were at Auburn at the same time, which was a disgusting backfield.
All right. So I think we talked about BYU. Next was Kansas State and Kansas. So, Josh, did you want to tee us off on this?
Dylan Edwards left Kansas State after a disastrous Irish cursed season in 2025. Chris Kleiman retires, and Colin Klein is back. The guy that got the Avery Johnson hype train started in 2023 and 4? No, 23. He left in 24. So we'll see. We'll see if Dylan Edwards made the right decision leaving Kansas State to go to their in-state sunflower rival, Kansas, on the Kotelnicki offensive coordinated Kansas team that I put in the notes. The quarterback situation is kind of old school. They're going to Isaiah Marshall, it seems, who was a guy that they just recruited a few years ago, was a backup to Jalen Daniels for years. That's right, Jalen Daniels isn't here anymore.
Yeah, that's a biggie. He's
Crazy.
been there fucking my entire life.
And now they got another Jalen Daniels who's been in the system for a couple years, and they're just like, all right, it's time. He's the starter. Again, with as much movement transition as there is, it's so novel when this happens.
Do you theoretically Kansas has
teams, yeah.
Theoretically Kansas has continuity, but is it good continuity? Like that's what I'm wondering, because I'm like, okay,
I think it's probably good.
I feel like they always underachieve, don't you think?
I mean, since they got Leipold, I mean, they've not been
horrible.
I mean, the idea of Kansas underachieving, if you told me that 5 years ago, I'd be like, there's no such thing as Kansas underachieving. They could go 0-12, and I'd be like, yeah, sounds like Kansas.
They achieved. No, but I'm just saying, like, have they hit their ceiling? If nothing changes, do we expect anything to change? Is basically my overall thing on a lot of teams, right?
Probably. I mean, I still like Lance Leipold. I think he's done a really good job at Kansas, but like, I mean, for their whole setup, yeah, I mean, do we think that they're gonna do really any better than winning 9 games every 3 years? Which is still amazing for Kansas.
That would be amazing if they could maintain that.
The problem is it's been a little bit now.
Yeah,
even when they knocked off BYU and Iowa State and then flubbed it against Baylor and missed a bowl game in 2024, it was like, okay, this is a team with potential. Can we count on you to have that next year? And the answer was no, again. So
yeah, they played Missouri tight
for a half, and then it got lopsided. So like, I think they're gonna have to put together an entire season. I know of their defensive coordinator, DK McDonald, former Iowa State coach, and they got Iowa State DB Kaijon Cummings-Coleman, who a year ago I was very excited about. But I don't think the secondary being on point is going to be the fix for this defense. And when Cincinnati played them early in last season, I remember thinking like, oh, Cincinnati's kind of stolen their thunder as like the fun, like shred you offensive team. And I don't know if they'll have that back, because I don't feel like their offense was the problem last year. Like they got a whole season of healthy Jalen Daniels, to my memory, and it just didn't seem to matter. So Kotelnicki's
No.
back.
Yeah.
Maybe they are clicking again. Maybe he's the true heir apparent to Lance Leipold when he does hang it up, whenever that is. But I don't think the offense is necessarily the problem.
No, I mean, if anything, you'd have to believe they're going to have a less dynamic quarterback. But I mean, maybe not. But I mean, if everything is roughly going to stay the same, probably a better run game. Yeah, I don't know. If I had to say who do I think is going to have a better season next year, I would still say Kansas State.
Yeah.
With even with Colin Klein coming in, because he's like a
Yeah.
new head coach, but he's not.
That was another thing. K State, they have now shifted away from basketball now as even a thing that they will invest in. The boosters like, we're a football school, sorry. And now they've brought in a really good portal class and everything, and they are so excited to have Colin Klein back.
Yeah.
So I don't think Kansas is winning the state. I don't know what exactly Dylan Edwards is doing there. Oops.
Yeah, I don't know. There had to have been like something there because I'm like a Colin Klein offense is probably gonna run the ball like a fuck ton. So, you'd
I don't
imagine.
think they're built to stop that.
No, no.
I
All
said
right.
2 years ago. I said 2 years ago. It has to be now.
All right. On to pop or flop. All right. We talked about them. Arizona State. What is a pop? What's a flop? And what do we think?
I think contending for a Big 12 title would be a pop, and I think they will do that because they're a good program.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the same. I agree.
I'll say flop. Because, I mean, are we saying contending is like with 2 regular season weeks left, they like control their own destiny, they're in it, they need some help?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just going to give them a flop. There's a lot of teams in the conference.
Okay.
They're going to lose
Houston.
some games. Everyone's going to lose some games.
Educate me about Houston. Houston is fucking ranked.
Houston finished the year strong. They are a Willie Fritz team. They got the most out of Connor Wegman. They did their time with the Zion Chris, who added a hyphenated name in recent years. Um, and now it's time to be talked about. When I started seeing people ranking Houston, I was so pleased because I'm like, look at that, one of us made it out. They had a good year and no one talked about it, to the point where John and I were on an episode last year, and they were going to play Arizona State, and I didn't give them a chance, and they whooped them on the road. So I'm like, all right, this defense has been opportunistic. They still have a highly recruited, like #1 ranked quarterback or something like that coming in now.
Mm-hmm.
So there's Wegman and then a succession plan. They
No
lost.
way. What year is Wegman? This cannot. How long has
He's
Wegman
probably
been
a 5th
playing?
or 6th year.
It's
Fuck,
it's
man.
it's being at A&M. It ages you.
Dude, for real.
I'll-
I thought last year was his last year. Okay, all right.
I'll never forget the first time I heard Connor Wegman speak when they had him on that game day segment at A&M, bro.
Oh hell nah, bro.
Oh, nah, bro.
So
all right,
yeah,
so-
dude. I mean, I don't know exactly how good Houston's gonna be. Who knows? Maybe last year was like a surge year. But
Well, what's their pop? What's their flop? What's our standard? Are they gonna hit it?
I mean, go to Arlington is a pop.
I think
sure.
consistency is a pop. If they just run it back and are just good again, that's enough for me to be a pop.
Okay.
Which I'll say.
I'll give them a pop
I-
for that.
I think pop. I think they're just the type of program like a successful year is just we're good in a reliable way.
They also, like, the only good Big 12 team on their schedule is Texas Tech.
Yeah, I know. So I'm looking through everyone's schedule, and I'm like, the problem is everyone. You can't, everyone is at each other's. It's impossible. That's why.
Can you go through their schedule?
Yeah.
Uh, so I'm gonna ignore their non-con. It's not very good, but it's Texas Tech, UCF, Kansas State, Oklahoma State, Utah, Cincy, Colorado, West Virginia, Baylor.
So a bunch of new head coaches. They're playing against the
Yeah.
teams with a bunch of new head coaches.
So like I don't really trust Utah. I think Oklahoma State's gonna be good, but not good enough to beat a team like this. Texas Tech, they'll probably lose to, but like I mean, there's a very easy case for 8-1 Big 12 record here.
So I guess you're saying Pop.
I'm saying pop, yeah.
Okay, I'm saying Pop with a lower. I'm not putting that on them, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're
I'm
not. They're gonna. The way every like pretty good team is gonna lose a game they shouldn't. They will lose one of those games. They're probably gonna end up 7-2, 6-3. But like
that's
the
good.
fact that they don't have to play BYU. I mean,
Yeah, I
a
agree.
diminished Utah. Like
6-3 in the Big 12, undefeated non-conference. That's a pop,
Yeah,
if you ask me.
that's exactly what they did last year, which is fine.
which is what I was saying.
Consistency.
Was
Yep.
consistency.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
We reached we reached quorum. That's great.
Okay. Next team, Baylor.
This is
They
the
got DJ
Lagway
Lagway.
destination.
Yeah, they got DJ Lagway. That doesn't mean shit to me. I don't think that makes them better in any way.
Easy flop, bro.
This is the Aranda gets fired year, huh?
Yeah, what week do we
he's
think it
been there a
happens?
long ass time, man. He's riding off one good season, like at this point.
Yeah,
How long has he been there?
6 years.
6 years. Yeah, something. Yeah, it's time.
I mean,
It's
do we
it's
think
this
is
year.
a mid-season firing?
I'm just saying it's they have to perform this year. Or he's gone.
He's been
and
low-key hot-seated for a couple of years now.
yeah,
I mean,
and
They
What
let
do
a
we-
Hugh Freeze offense score 38 points on them last year at home. Like,
yeah.
and Dave Rand is the defensive guy. He did give up defensive play calling for this year, so I mean, we'll see what happens. But
Oh,
He's
flop.
running
Never
out
mind.
of
He's
like
good. Yeah,
situations
exactly.
He can make for goodwill.
The second you start, like the coach comes out and says, "I'm going to be less involved for the that's like a marker. It never works.
Yeah.
It never works.
I'm trying to like put together like a good case for Baylor. And
Lagway
involves it involves Lagway being a god. And Dawson Pendergrass is back. He missed the entire season due to injury right at the end of training camp. So you're heavy in the backfield, another Big 12 team with a big ass running back and a big ass quarterback. So I don't
But
know if that
Their
is
schedule's
enough.
tough, man. They get BYU, Texas
Mm-hmm.
Tech, and Houston. they get everybody. They
Damn,
don't dodge
and Iowa
anybody.
State. That's crazy. So
We should talk about Iowa State at some point in this fucking pod, but-
they're next. They're next.
Yeah. I'm gonna say flop. I'm not if we're betting on Lagway, like what are we doing? It's a flop.
it's not good.
I think they could tap into their Baylarity. That is a
What poke people eyes out in the middle of a game and
see, I didn't even have to tell. I didn't have to define it, and you knew exactly what. But I do
Gee.
want to say that is a defector license word, Baylarity. And win some weird games and have a thriller against TCU. But I don't think that's going to be enough.
all right. So we're all
Uniforms.
flopping.
Uniforms came out. They're beautiful. They got the gold helmets again. We are
They
now.
always had good uniforms.
Well, yeah, I liked them before, but they're bringing back
The Bryce
notes
Petty.
of the RG3 era. Yeah, you know.
Absolutely. All right, next team, Iowa State. What are we defining as a pop? For me, the floor doesn't fall out. I need a bowl game. That's it. That's a pop for me. I need a bowl game. I need general competence. I'm not putting any expectations on the team at all. It's just basically it's a brand new thing, and the key's not to fall back down to the bottom because there was a lot of work to get to where they are now, right? I mean, historically, I mean, this was Iowa State was fucking. It was us in Kansas as like the worst teams in the entire.
No, it was us
country.
in Indiana.
Well,
For
yeah.
a while there.
So I'm just saying, like, now they're not considered that. They just need to stay as a. I want 5 to 6 wins. That's it. If I can get that, and if you're just competitive with Iowa, I'm happy. I don't even expect to win. Like, I just want to be in the game. I don't want to get my ass kicked. So
what if Matt Campbell is like not actually that good, and Iowa State goes like 10-2 this year, and Penn State goes like 6-6, and everyone's like, "Ooh, I think that's pretty unlikely." Don't get me wrong, but that would be a pretty funny outcome.
Yeah,
Oh, that would be funny. Like,
well, we're good.
Yeah,
That's
sorry.
funny. Yeah.
So, I've searched my heart. This is a bad start. But listen. There's my argument for Iowa State, and it's going to sound like cope. And there's no denying that, which is why I just wore my jersey. I got the pictures in the background. Like, that's who I am. But if I didn't give you any names, and I said, we're going to take a D1 quarterback, D1 like G6 conference, but a D1 quarterback with the second most quarterback snaps in college football right now. We're going to take an all-MAC returner. We're going to take a second-team all-Big 12 returner. We're going to put them in the same running back backfield. We're going to get all-conference right tackle from the MAC. We're going to get an all-conference FCS center. We're going to get some 4-stars from the SEC that have had injury concerns. And I said we're going to get a 4-star that got Lumiere's syndrome when he was a freshman at Oklahoma that led him to an FCS team that beat Army last year. And we're going to get another Big Ten wide receiver. And we're going to make an offense around that. You would say, okay, that's like a team that might win some games. If I said we're going to get a top 20 unit statistically in college football and just bring that over to a power conference, regardless of where they came from, but a team that blew out San Diego State, a team that was toe-to-toe on the road with Ole Miss, a team that went to a bowl game after assembling a roster on the fly last offseason, and I say, oh, damn, this defensive staff really knows what they're doing. There's worse places to be. We're in the one conference where not only do things get screwy with personnel and roster attrition and all that, but I think we got a damn good staff. And I looked at Washington State's schedule last year, and I'm like, holy shit. They didn't loot. They lost to JMU. They lost to Ole Miss.
Yeah, they weren't that bad.
They lost to North Texas. Like, sorry, okay. They played Oregon State twice last year. In the first game, they gave up 10 points, 10-7. And then they stomped them out the second time. So this is a smart staff. This is a team that's going to play good defense. And they're going to put themselves in a position to win a lot of games. And whether they do or don't can't be said. I don't know. But there are much worse places to start than first team all Big 12 edge rusher, the best kicker in the conference, and a defensive staff that was just ported over from a top 20 unit. I'll take it.
Yeah, so I'm also popping. They just need it just needs to hold together. That's all. So
yeah, Like,
John?
I think I have the highest expectations of anyone I've heard talk about Iowa State this season. Like, people are really down on them. Phil
I'm
still
just
had
coming
them
in with
ranked
an
number
open mind.
100. Like worst team in the Power Four. Like,
I don't think it's gonna be that bad.
yeah, I really don't think we're that bad,
No,
dude.
I don't think so.
I think they could be very surprising this year.
It's a new head coach. It's like new everything. So I'm just coming in with, I have no expectations. Like, it's fine.
Yeah.
John, what do you think? You can
Bring the
you can
hammer.
flop.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna flop it. I'm
All
sorry.
right.
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean,
we tried. We tried to
Yeah,
convince
you and everybody else. You and everybody.
okay.
Okay. Next team, West Virginia. Are we
What if I
popping?
was just so brutal for this team?
Can I just say I'm flopping on West Virginia without any thought?
Wow.
It's not happening.
Wow.
No love for the run game.
Wow.
No.
No love for Rich
No fucking up.
Rod.
I'm looking at this. They get Texas Tech, Houston, and Utah. Done.
Michael Hawkins is really, really good at football.
Well, wait. What's a pop? What's a flop? That's a better question.
Bowl game. This is
Bowl
second
games
year.
pop. Yeah, they haven't been to a bowl game in a long time.
Yeah.
I don't think.
no, it's been-
I mean, it was early Neil Brown era. I think.
Yeah,
No.
they've been bad for a minute. And
I'm giving it a pop, bro. I'm just gonna say, fuck it. They were like pretty decent last year.
They won 4 games.
Yeah,
Backyard brawl
comparatively to
again
where
this
they
year?
were. Yeah. I don't think so.
really?
No, they're not. They don't play. They don't play Pitt this year.
Yeah, they're not playing.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought it. Yeah.
No.
Well,
I'm flopping. I'm flopping in that I don't think they'll make a bowl game. I think they're going to be basically the same record.
Nah.
I think they're going to win like 4 games.
I think they could be a lot better and still not win all these games. Like you said, here's 3 losses in the Big 12. You're out of contention right away, but
Yeah, they play. I mean, look at this. Look at this. They play Coastal Carolina, UT Martin, and then it's Virginia. Virginia's not bad. Oklahoma State, we'll see at Iowa State, Arizona, Cincy, TCU, and then Texas Tech, Kansas, Houston, Utah. That's tough.
I guess I am down on them. Like, not just like
Trust it. I trust it. Trust the system.
yeah, because like I think about like them coming to Iowa State, and I think traveling on that game is going to be very hard. And I'm like, all right, if I can't pick you over Iowa State on the road, then I probably don't think you're all that scary. Like, that's one of the games like I'm licking my chops on. So yeah, I guess you're just not good. But they could be a lot better and still be
Sure,
bad
but if we're defining it as a
record-wise.
bowl game, it's a flop.
yeah.
Pop. Give it to
Okay.
me.
If you beat Coastal and you beat
UT
Cincinnati and Virginia, I don't think they're doing all 3. So
Virginia's not bad. Virginia's pretty good.
no,
It's
that's
like-
yeah. I don't think they're beating
I don't think
Virginia.
they're gonna beat them.
But
Yeah.
if they look at that as their pit game that they have no business winning but do anyway,
Yeah.
maybe your looks a little better.
All right. Last game of the or last team of the Big 12 preview. Arizona. What's a pop? What's a flop?
I'm going to call them a message board team in that their quarterback has been there for forever, and Noah Fafita is really good. I think their defense had a lot of veterans last year, and they played a weird system, and it all came together, and statistically they were sound, and they popped off for 9 wins last year, and more power to them. But
Well, what is a pop though? What's a good season year?
people are asked, they want to be Arizona State program-wise. And I think getting lapped by them on a rebuild would be the flop there. So win the Territory Cup. Be better
Okay.
than them. That's a pop to me.
So you
Maybe
picking
Arizona
that?
State last year.
I'm not in on them to do that though.
Yeah, I'm gonna say flop, but that's still okay. I think they're like a 7-win team.
Yeah, I'm there. I mean, unless they have a receiver on the level of Ted McMillan, like as good as Fafita is, you know.
Is Fafita that good? He's just been there forever. Like,
Well, yeah. Well, that's the thing is like his. I think we're talking a lot about how good he is because of the offense they had 2 years ago when he could throw it to Ted McMillan 17 times a game, and if he'll have another statistical pop season if they have a receiver on that level, which I don't really know if they do.
yeah. So I'm gonna say flop. John's flop.
Flop.
Josh.
It's sad, but I think I'm gonna go flop for them as well. It sucks that they're getting the triple flop like they're South Carolina, but they're not. They're not.
No, they're better than that. Yeah.
No, I think they're going to be a little smarter than them, but yeah.
Okay.
I think
so
just
last...
because it's like, all right, this is our guy, our senior quarterback. We got to finish strong, and I just don't think it happens.
It's the problem is with all these college quarterbacks where it's like a selection bias. If you're there as a senior and it's like your school records, all the shit, it's like actually you're not that good, probably. Or you're probably good, but you're not that
Great.
Nothing's going to change really on that. You know what I mean? Other than you being competent, reliably competent.
Joe Burrow.
Yeah. Or literally have the greatest offenses assembled and you're incredible. Yeah. But all right, so then to wrap it up, we just need to choose who do we think is going to win the Big 12. I'll start off. I think it's BYU. I think BYU is going to do it.
Is it hack to say Texas Tech?
No.
It's
not hack.
Okay,
it's
Texas
totally
Tech.
fair.
I'm going to take a page out of Jimmy Rogers' playbook and pick Iowa State, baby!
All right.
If the team doesn't know that I believe in them, how will they believe in themselves?
True.
Perfect way to wrap it up.
Yeah.